Essendon Bombers versus Hawthorn Hawks. Brisbane Lions versus Sydney Swans.
Oh, West Coast versus Gold Coast? Or am I looking at the wrong
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Yeah, you are. There is.
Yeah.
North Melbourne Kangaroos versus Port Adelaide Power.
So did they have to
Greater West...
fight for that name, the Kangaroos?
No. They just had it.
I just feel like that'd be a popular name.
Greater Western Sydney Giants versus St Kilda Saints. And then West Coast Eagles versus Gold Coast Suns. The Battle of the Coasts. Because Gold Coast is on the east side, the northeast, and then West Coast is on the far west. Did you know, okay, the city of Perth in Australia is the most isolated city in the world?
Yeah, third time you've told me.
Yeah, how good.
Terrific. Do you know Canada has the most amount of lakes in the world? It actually has so many lakes that all the other lakes in the world combined still isn't the same amount of lakes that Canada has.
That's sick.
Yeah. That's what we got.
You got so many lakes, there isn't any free land except for all the border of the US. That's where all your major cities are.
Yeah, well look at
they're all on the border.
Canada. There's just
because everything else, everything else north of that is just ice.
Oh my god, yeah.
Ice and
There
lakes.
you go. Yeah, it's just lakes and lakes and lakes.
And ice and lakes. And lakes and ice and ice and ice and lakes
Well,
and lakes and lakes and ice and lakes.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of ice.
And
But
quite a bit of lakes.
not where I'm from. I'm in the Hollywood of Canada.
The Hollywood.
As they say. It's true, they shoot a lot of movies here, because it's cheaper.
Toronto?
No, Vancouver, my guy.
Quebec. Oh, Vancouver. I was gonna go through the list.
Yeah.
I actually pulled off my second best finish in my ACC league here in Barcelona. Finished P2.
There you go. So, okay, what I was saying before.
Yeah.
Or you finish your thought, and I'll get on to
Oh, no, you go. No, I was done.
Okay, so, with Aussie Rules football, I watch it from time to time when I'm like, cause it'll be on live if I'm up late on the weekends.
Yep.
And so usually around then is when I'm drunk and the TV's on and I throw it on. And so me and my buddy were just fucking pissered watching it, like having a hell of a time with all the, cause I actually watch it, so I was explaining some of the crap to him. And he's just like, dude, this is fucking crazy. Like, this is nuts. like, yeah, dude. They've literally got medics running around on field, picking people up off the ground. Like, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
That's so funny. Yeah.
So good, though.
Yeah, it's entertaining for sure. Like, the way those guys, like, climb for a ball.
Yeah, they jump up on each other.
Yeah, what's the average, when do you kind of retire in Aussie Rules? Like, what's the average?
We've had people go to 40 playing.
Are they like competitive? Are they good or?
Oh yeah, I think the most recent oldest person to retire retired at about maybe 44.
Okay.
But other than that, like a lot of people retire in their mid to late 30s, if they've been really good their entire career.
So,
like obviously, if you don't do well, you get dropped.
Yeah, as any sport. Okay, so you can go into your 40s there, right?
You could technically, yeah, but not a lot of people do.
But
not at all.
It's like rare.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of look it up.
It's kind of crazy with how like physical hockey can be. Is that a lot of those players have the longest?
Never mind. The most recent, like, oldest retiree was 38.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So with hockey, it's kind of weird with how physical it is as well. Is that these guys like it's very average for guys to go into their late 30s and some in like early 40s as well. Like former superstars easily kind of go into their early 40s and then retire around then.
Yeah, 100%.
But anyhow, you want to do your little intro there, my guy?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MidWest F1 League. My name is Stat, here with my co-host Crash, and we're here in Barcelona for our Grand Prix de Barcelona, in Barcelona de Catalunya. That's it. I know my Spanish. Catalunya.
So you know what Catalonia is?
It's a place.
It's pretty much a state.
It's a people.
Yeah. So Catalonia in Spain is like a state that is, I don't want to say constantly threatening to split, but has threatened to split, as well as their football teams, soccer teams, have threatened to split as well. So, of course, Barcelona is in Catalonia, so all Barcelona soccer players from, like, Spain wouldn't play for the Spanish national team. It's just kind of, I don't know why I'm going into this tangent, but that's just something about Catalonia. There you go.
Oh, it's just interesting. As we already have Kenny off at the back straight, trying to wheel his way through the gravel. As Jacko takes the early pole here with a 1:15.2. Have to see if that's approved upon. Clog goes a 1:18.3. Nicky with a 1:16.7. As we'll slowly get some more times streaming in as the drivers complete their laps, and we'll make sure to update you. Chase goes 1:15.4. I don't know if JC. Yeah. I don't know if JC Blackley's in here. I don't think he is, but we can probably go back to JC now. Yomir goes a 1:16.9. C Barry with a 1:16.3. Slots in third at the moment.
Yeah, JC Blackley is in here and goes over fourth actually. So we still got to go with JC.
1:16.5 for JC.
That looks like
good drivers so far. The top 5 hopping onto the soft tyres, while the bottom 3, Random Series, Yelmir and Clog, all opting for the mediums to begin. So the strategy already coming into play here.
It seems like Clog's lap was somewhat of a get me over kind of lap, like just get a time in.
As Pork sets a 1:17.7 in the soft tyres. Pork and Clog have been struggling this year.
Oh, 100%.
I don't really struggled.
I don't think that they're as bad as their record shows. I think they're a lot better drivers than what they've been doing.
So it'd be quite the story to see 2 of the current owners / commissioners of the league dropping down out of the division they pretty much started. So it'll be an interesting story, but I'm sure if it comes to that, I'm sure there won't be too much hassle, but yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how the rest of the season goes, as ZGS sends a 1:19.1 and
AE Daltonian.
AE Daltonian.
I've battled that name
just call him, yeah. Daltonian sits a 1:17.3.
So I'm going to ride on Cam with this entire lap here as he's on his hot lap. He invalidated the lap before, so we'll see if he's able to set something pretty here. And speaking of, so he goes purple through Sector 1. Let's see what he can do through Sector 2 here. Kind
Race at a 1:17.9 as well.
Respectable in the mediums.
Oh no, Daltonian set it on the soft.
Cam once again goes through Sector 2.
I've got best on here, not current.
Cam's just finishing up the last couple turns here, but yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Jinnit will finish right behind him as well, as Cam actually comes into the pits. Jinnit has invalidated his lap just as he, on that last chicane.
I'm actually really surprised with that.
But he's actually invalidated his next lap as well, because that was one of the last corners. So this won't actually count either.
Yolmir improves on his time in the mediums. So looking fairly good on mediums right now. He's going to have to go to softs if he's going to want to really make some ground up the field there, though. But currently sitting 5th, with quite a bit of drivers yet to set a time.
ZGS has also improved with a 118.2, moving up ahead of Clogmonger.
On with Scavney as he comes through the last couple turns here. Around the last swooping right-hander over the line, he goes into 7th. So not too shabby. Alright, so what's your early look so far here?
I mean, Ferrari continuing to dominate at the moment. So it's a good so far for them.
To be fair, neither McLarens have set a time though, but yeah, go.
Yeah, neither McLarens nor Cam have set times yet. And Kenny hasn't set time yet either. So
yeah,
still got a bit to go, but
don't leave Helg out of it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Solid bloke.
Helg has the potential.
He does. He's got this crazy potential to go super fast, but then he just gets a little bit
wrecks himself mid-race.
Yeah. Like he just taps like the gas pedal like 1/8 of an inch too much and just sends himself into the wall consistently. And K-Dog, she comes over in 14th. Somewhat of a get me over lap kind of as well. There we go. Speaking of the man Helg, he's starting sector 3 here. What's this chicane here called again?
A terrible idea?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I mean, you kind of understand why they put it in place.
Damn, Helg goes 3rd
as
on
Helg
mediums.
sets a 1:15.9. Jeez, we cannot leave Helg out of this.
No, God no. A pain in the ass, yes. Is that what Monkey Mafia is as well, Leviathan? I had to.
I like that. That's good. That's funny.
Yeah.
Me like.
I have my moments.
Me like.
Good. On with Mystic here. He's just going through Sector 2. Goes purple through it, actually. So we'll see how he can do through Sector 3 in the technical area of the track here. So Spain usually is the preseason testing spot for the Formula 1, but this year it's actually moved to Bahrain with all those COVID restrictions and whatnot. So those cars are going to be out on track fairly soon here, and when they do, it's going to be Mystic Joker into the pit. But when they do, as well as Drive to Survive is out real soon too.
Oh yeah, can't forget about that.
Man, I can't even remember why I've been into F1 for a while, but Drive to Survive really reopened my love for it. And I can't exactly remember why I stumbled upon it. But the first season I remember watching by myself, and then my lovely lady, I said, you gotta watch this, I think you'll really like this. And so then she watched it, and then I proceeded to watch it again by myself after, because I wanted to watch it again. I don't know, it hit me right where I wanted to be hit, You know that feeling, Stat?
Yeah.
Kind of like your burger 2 weeks ago?
Yes, don't get me started.
Man,
I might have to order another one.
Dude, I had some fish and chips tonight. Cam's gone purple through Sector 1 and 2. Is he going to be able to knock off Jacko off the top step for that podium as he sat there since his first lap he set this evening? But man, I had some cod and chips today. That was good. Oh. What the hell's going on, Cam?
The hell, man?
He still goes 9th. What? What was he doing? He literally went purple through Sector 1 and 2 and then said, that's not good enough, and then proceeds to slow down and was still so quick that he went 9th. Maybe he wants a little bit less fuel. That's the only thing that I can think of, but now his tires are 1 lap older. Gavin's next over the line. And I believe C. Barry, the teammate of Cam, running 5th right now, going purple through Sector 2. Who's down on his time. Who's that behind him? Is that... That is Pink. So it's gotta be K-Dog on an outlap. C. Barry does improve his time, but not his position. Next over was supposed to be Cam, but he is unfortunately invalidated. I believe it's Jacko next over the line here. He does just barely improve his time, not all by too much though. But Kenny going 2nd, putting in a real good time as well. Pork Chops comes over, and I think he improves his time, but not all by too much there. Clogmonger next over, and improves by a 2.25 seconds. Solid stuff from him. Scabby validated. Still both McLarens yet to set a time here stat.
Yeah, with only 4.5 seconds to go here, it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge because they won't have many opportunities after that.
No, it's as if if they come out right now, they might have. Actually, I don't think so. I think they're running out of time. I think they'll only have one solid go at it left. Do you think you can get out, go around, and then set a time, and then get back in, and then do it all again? No, no, you can't. Definitely not.
I don't think so. That's not enough time.
So you theoretically only got one shot left. I mean, if you come out, go around again. No, maybe like 4:30 you might have a chance, but I think that's all run out here. Hey, that'd be Enrique. Am I right? Enrique. Alright, so Nicky's gonna put the pedal to the metal here and see what he can do here. So we'll go with our best time set. Helg's still going on his set of mediums that has brought him into 5th place. Both McLarens, no time set. Nicky invalidating real quick. And we're going to see the last couple times come out here for some drivers. The first one out of the pit is Random Serious. So Random Series is going to go onto his hot lap right now as well. Ray is. Helg is actually going to take the 5th place currently. Let's see what Random can do here. ZGS as well taking his time. Not the best of them, but taking it as it is. Random's really got a sense of hurry in this, and by doing so it goes off a little bit onto the gravel there. Sector 3, the first couple turns through. About to get that 14-15 chicane. Fairly clean line through it. A little bit on the curb there, but gets a good run onto the turn 16 down the straight and doesn't improve. Who do we got over next? Is that JC Blackley? I think it is. JC does improve, but not on track position. Cam improves majorly on mediums and goes fourth. Seaberry on an outlap. I believe that's Mailmere. Finally about to set a time. He goes sixth, so very solid stuff from him. JC over and leapfrogs Kenny, going purples through sector 3. I didn't see who that was over the line there. That's Pork into the pit. Yellow flags everywhere. We still got our two McLarens to set a time here on the Mystic. Let's see where Mystic can put himself. This actually is one and only time of the entire session. Closely followed by his teammate Jinna to win it. And goes over 5th, and his teammate right behind him goes over 6th. So they're able to salvage a decent run there. Clog stays 15th. Who's next? That is JC Blackley. Is into the pit. K-Dog. Barry is into the pit. K-Dog, she's finishing up her last couple. She's going to come over the line on some old softs here and does improve, but not on position. JC cuts the major amount of that turn, and that should be it for qualifying here. Yes, it will. Mailmere on an invalid lap. So, yeah, that is it. So what do you make of that stat?
It's good to see Kenny up there, but again, Ferrari just dominating so far. But it's going to be interesting because Cam, Mystic, and Jinnit have qualified on the mediums. So big part of strategy coming into this race, I believe.
Yeah, so Helg actually dropped all the way down to 10th after all that was done. Sloppies are weird. Okay. There we go. But anywho, yeah, qualifying is done. You're on the board with Clogmonger there, who sits himself 15th place. Why don't you run through the order for us there, Stat?
So, Jacko takes pole position here in Barcelona. Alongside him is his teammate in J Chase. Kenny lines up in 3rd, Cam 4th, Mystic 5th, Jinnit 6th, Yolmir 7th, Random Series 8, Maomir 9, Helg 10, Seabarry 11, JC Blackley 12th, Nikki 13, Scavity 14, Clog 15, Ray 16, Daltonian 17, Pork 18, K-Dog 19, and ZGS 20.
There you go. So that's how we all finish up. Everyone did end up getting a time. Looks like ZGS didn't put in the best of times that he would have liked, but have quite a bit of ground to make up if he just wants to get himself up in the top 10 there. But what's your podium prediction here? Whoa, boo! Throwing out the boos. All right, but yeah, go.
I actually think it's quite hard to nail down a particular best here, in my opinion, because you could say the Ferraris because they're both at the top, but with the McLarens and Cam on the mediums, I reckon it's quite hard to really nail down who could potentially go on to win this.
Whoa, the manager of Nikki coming out and throwing some shade. Nikki is so low, she says, as well as boos her client. So, That's some tough love from the manager there of Hannah on Nikki. But Enrique, you're in here, my guy. What do you feel like the podium is going to be? Um, I'm sensing a McLaren 1-2 with a Kenny 3. Spain has the ability to kind of make everything different. You know, it's got a lot of corners where someone can go off and cause a safety car. So I think that's going to come into play at some point here in Spain as well. I just think that Mystic and all those guys on the mediums are just are on the better strategy to start here, but I may be wrong. As the Ferrari set 1-2 on the soft, so we'll have to see if they're able to hold that. But as we kind of make a little bit of a wait, I guess, on the start of this race going through the formation lap, I'll kind of run through what was our pre-race questions here this week. As number 1 was, which movie character, real or fiction, do you believe would be an F1 world champion? Now I think that's an absolutely brilliant question. And probably one of the better answers that we got was from Mailmere, saying that he feels that Napoleon Dynamite. It's just the way he moves, as he says. JC Blackley throws out Turbo the Snail, the man is speed. So that's fair. We have a Tony Stark out there, as well as a Dominic Toretto. And then C. Barry threw a curveball at us with Forrest Gump. So do you think Forrest Gump could be a future world champion, Stat?
I think there's big potential, yeah.
He's got the heart.
Yeah, he does. Big heart, big plays.
He really does. As well as the North Pole question, I'll get your thought on this question before I go into what the drivers think, but will we see Vettel podium in an Aston Martin racing green in 2021? What do you think, Stat?
I'm not sure.
That's a good question.
I think Aston Martin definitely have the pace if they can continue how well they did with Racing Point, but I guess it'll just come down to if he can actually pull it off.
I agree. I think he's got potential, and as well as most of the league thought so, with 11 of them voting yes and 3 of them voting no. But anywho, we're about to get into it here. Oh, I need to. Oh, I don't have much time. I don't have much time. I need to make a manage pull, big pull, safety car lap 1. Take it away, Stat. Sorry, I'm doing something.
And we are away and going here in Barcelona. They seem to fan out a little bit. Jacko has the lead going into the first corner. Kenny beside him. The Haas trying to go around the outside of Cam. The Haas of Yelmir. I think he's got the position. He's trying to go around the outside of Mystic now. Kenny trying to go around the outside of Jay Chase. As we do have the AlphaTauri of Helg sitting back at turn 2, spun around, as we do have a full safety car already in this race.
Well, what I was working on there, Stat, was if there'd be a safety car in lap 1. So that answered itself very quickly. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay. Alright. Okay, here we go. Alright, Stat, will we see a DNF by lap 5?
Ooh.
I think that's a good one.
I mean, we do have a Renault parked at the end of turn 3.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, so that's going to eat up quite a bit of laps. Oh, piss. Okay, how many laps are in the race? 33?
That is correct.
Alright, okay. New full. Will we see DNF by lap 8? With that. Lap 8 sound good? Yes. No. Okay. Alright. Now it's out there.
Held with the first penalty of the day, 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane.
Now I'm getting the lobby glitch here. Can you go through and let us know who's gained and lost the most positions off the start?
I'll have to get the menu up for that, but we definitely can. Jacko is even, Chase even. Mystic Joker has made up 2 places. Kenny down 1 place. Yelmir up 2. Cam down 2. Jinnit up, down 1. Random Serious stays. JC Blackley up 3. Miami down 1. Nikki up 2. Clogs up 3. Daltonium up 4. Ray up 2. Pork up 3. K-Dog up 3. Seaberry down 6. CGS up 2. Scavney down 5. And Helg down 10.
Helg down 10? Ouch. So he's in the back of the pack then?
That would be correct.
Ouch, that hurts. What's your vote? Will we see a DNF by lap 8 there, stat?
I don't know. I might have to see if there's some shenanigans after the restart.
Well, I mean, you can't say it after. You gotta take your guess now.
I don't think we will.
No? You have faith?
I have faith.
See now, Espang can be a very tricky course. And then speaking of, what would you reckon is the hardest sector of this track?
I don't know, Sector 3, it's hard to get that little chain of corners correct all the time. That last chicane can be a real pain, especially with the high curbs and how slow you have to go through it all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's safe to say it's that Sector 1 is the easiest. In my opinion. I think Sector 1's the easiest, yeah. I mean, maybe I don't know. It depends on the day, but yeah, I think Sector 3 is consistently the most hard sector here. But actually, next week we have a break week for Division 1. A drivers' union scheduled break week. Now, the league and its drivers' association have come to an agreement on a break week to allow these drivers to, recuperate and get themselves rested. So Thursday, you won't be left alone though, because you can tune in and check out Division 2 racing, as Div 2 will take over the Twitch channel. So come out and support them. We're going to have the broadcasters in Hotspot, as well as Blinn Machine, I think, will be with him on that evening. So check that out and see what Div 2 has to offer, and maybe take a peek at what is in the future for that racing. We're about to get back into it here. We got 5 laps until the dreaded lap 8 to see if we have a DNF there. I think I'm going to play devil's advocate here, Stat. I think we're going to lose someone by lap 8.
I have faith.
Call me a bad person. Do it.
You're a bad person. You want someone to crash?
As
we are back up to racing speed, and Jacko has got a good jump on his opponents so far. J Chase right behind him, followed by Joker, Kenny, Yolmir, Cam, Jinnit, Random Serious, JC Blackley, and Mermir round up the top 10. Pork really struggled on that restart.
He actually spun out. think he got a little bit too heavy on the throttle out of 15 there and lost it. And now he's going to have to try and build himself back up into this race here, but he's already quite a bit of down. So he's got some room to make up here. Daltonian seems to be the closest on track, trying to come at Clogmonger here. Around sector 2 we go. But Clogmonger actually on the hards here, so we'll take a peek at what tires everyone's sporting here, and only 2 are on the hards. And that being a couple of the league commissioners in Clogmonger and Pork Chops. Other than that, it's a good solid mix of softs and medium. Soft somewhat being favored here early on. A couple of drivers did pit off the restart there, that being Scavney and Helg. But we'll see what is to come here. Of course, no DRS for one more full lap. Jacko setting an early fastest lap, with that being the first.
Jacko outdoes him in the mediums.
So yeah, Mystic's actually really moving as he's already right on the caboose of JC, and it's actually Mailmere getting the pass done on JC Blackley for 9th. As well, Cam is putting some real pressure on Yolmir for 5th place. So I didn't catch what happened to Jinnit there. Why did he fall back so far? Were you able to? Or was that just...
I didn't see it, no. I could not see what happened.
Do you guys spell tire with a Y in Australia? Oh no, who's that? Kenny! Did you see that?
You had to say something. You had to say something.
Did you see that? Oh my god, there's like no car left. Oh my... Dude, oh, you need to go back and watch that. Holy... Can you just... Honestly, that concrete wall would have a F1 sized hole in it with the speed that Kenny came into it. Yolmir's into the pit. Looks like I'm right and you owe me $50, stat.
What?
Yeah, we agreed on it. The chat
certainly did not.
Chat's got my back. We agreed. Oh, very true. Kenny is out of the running for the fastest lap. That's of course by Honda. Thanks for tuning in, man. Much appreciated that you still kind of check in on the league even though you're not racing with us. It's very much appreciated. It's kind of weird how you still tune in even though that you always got annoyed with Stat and I shooting the crap when we were trying to interview you. Oh goodness. But yeah, we venture on to this race here, and Kenny unfortunately is the first DNF'd, and there's still plenty of drivers left on this track, so cue the Jeopardy song. Yeah, there you go. Man, I can't wait for this season to actually get back up and going. Preseason testing starts next week. That's gonna be fun. Or no, does it start? No. When does it start, Honda? But Mystic, oh, we're gonna have it again. So Jacko was initially pulling away from his team, Jay Chase, but I think he saw how under pressure Jay was, and he's going to be under pressure for second position here. Jacko was trying to slow up to give him the DRS, but Mystic just gets it done the old-fashioned way on track, and Jay actually does a really good job of getting a nice little switch back there, but Mystic's got the inside line here and blocks off the outer side of the track, having the racing line, and Jay moves back into third place with Mystic now trying to hunt down that wily Australian of Jacko. So, Stat.
Yes.
Knowing Honda as we do, and feeling that he'll give us a very honest answer, do you think it's worth me asking how he finds our broadcast to be out of 10? Or are you
Yeah, I
scared?
think it's worth.
You think it's worth it?
Nah, it's worth. Do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Why
Yeah,
not?
Honda. What do you reckon that Stat and I, the product that we put on out of 10? Give us a quality. Give us your honest view, because we know that you're just gonna you'll gladly drive us down. But we feel like if we do deserve it, then you will give it to us as well. It's actually Ray in 11th place, getting right alongside A. Daltonian, trying to move up in the top 10, which he does, as well as C. Berry right in the back door there, getting right up on the caboose of A. Daltonian, nice and tight on the gearbox. A's trying to work his way around, and there you go. See, that he gave us an honest 8. So what Honda, what separates us from being a 10? I mean, a 10, of course, is very difficult here, but Honda, you are a very honest guy. As you don't let Stat and I get away with anything, as it seems. But he's trying to get back into the top 10, kind of seemingly battling Ray through every turn here. Ray feeling the pressure, going a little bit off track. And Clogmonger's trying to pull away on those 7-lap-old softs. There we go. Mystic is getting real tight up on Jacko. Might have a move into turn 1 here as Mystic's got the pedal to the floor, and sorry, C. Berry got real tight up on A.E. Daltonian, and Mystic just nearly gets along Jacko, but Jacko does a good job of defending the inside line, and once again does so around that big swooping right-hander of turn 3. Random Serious first into the pit. Mystic getting a good run. Now he's going to go into turn 4 on the inside line, but Jacko sends it deep. Outbreaks Mystic, but has the inside going into that tight turn 5, which we are going through right now. Mystic trying to send it around the outside, but Jacko does a good job at defending. So, A. Daltonian is actually the first one to, no, not, I guess the second one to truly spin out here early in Sector 1 there, just around turn 2. Stat, what do you think separates us between an 8 and a 10?
I think we need more jokes.
Yeah?
I think we need to be just more funny.
Do you think, do you agree, Honda? Do you think we need to be more funny? This commentary...
I don't think we go off topic enough.
Okay, so he says the commentary 10 out of 10. Just live stream too many switches between drivers, and the menu top right should be off. So that's your fault.
As Mystic takes a dive down the inside of Jacko into turn 1. Jacko keeps the position though. Hold on those brakes. Mystic really going in those mediums at the moment.
Yeah, he's really trying to work Jacko. Jacko once again doing a good job of defending. We know how well he can be in that field. See now, Honda, the reason why I constantly flop here is Clogmonger loses his position to Scavney going a little bit too deep around that turn. Once again, braking a little bit late into that one, as well as Seabury actually runs on the inside line. He's got a good cluster of drivers here running from 6th all the way down into 14th. Or 13th, that is. Scavney and Ray battling up the track a little bit here as Scavney tries to send it around the outside there, but Ray does a good job. Maybe a little bit of switchback into a high-speed turn 9. And around the outside, Scavney goes. Ray matches the brake, but Scavney goes for a little bit of a switchback once again and gets 8th position. Does just get the car fully ahead, and Helg loses quite a bit of positions there, down into 14th now. Oh, there you go. I think Jacko got overtaken by Mystic here, as Mystic gets a full car length ahead now. Into turn 2, I think he got the move done. But there you go. JC going at, Jay Chase going at JC Blackley there on the inside line on those fresh hards, as well as Ray and Scavney are once again battling through turn 1 and 2. A. Daltonian is disqualified from the session, so he's gone. And Ray trying to come back on Scavney on the inside line to turn 4, but Scavney breaks real late and is able to hold on to the position. Ooh, Random Series coming right at Clogmonger as well, going on the inside line. And he'll get the move done as Clogmonger on those older hards can't keep up with the fresh mediums. But you think, oh, there we go. Jay Chase is gone. I'm not sure what happened there, but just jumped on board with him, and he was in the middle of smacking into a wall, and that's one Ferrari gone with the full-on safety car here. If no safety cars, Mystic will destroy the Ferraris. Lead to hard is the strat. So now with the safety car here, Honda, how does that change things? So now there's 3 cars gone. 2 Ferrari powered and 1 Kenny. Now, Leviathan and Hannah, what do you rank Stat and I's commentary out of 10 if you're still here?
I think they're gonna give us a really good score, Stat. I think they like us. I think we're gonna get a good score from them.
I think we do a really good job.
I think so as well. We've got that really charming attitude as well as we try and keep it serious, and I think that's what pleases people that tune in.
We've got that can-do attitude.
A drive-through penalty for Mayomir, so that's gonna hurt his journey from this point forward. So now, Honda, how do you think that I should run the? Because I'm the one who controls the screen, and I guess that the problem between 8 to 10 would be on me. No matter how many jokes Stat pumps out, if the view is just not good enough, then sometimes you're an 8, sometimes you're a 3. Damn, Leviathan going in. Did you hear that?
That's rude.
She went in. What the hell? We were definitely wrong there. Now, Jinnen actually throws on some sauce here. So kind of an odd move here. For those to really work, he's going to have to get, like, overtake Cam, Jacko, as well as Mystic real quick. Shrugged, you asked. Yeah, we didn't think that was going to come from you, Leviathan. We thought that Honda was going to slam us. Damn.
I'm crying now. I'm crying.
What the hell? I was not ready for that. Thought we were doing a good job. Like, what the...
This has ruined my day.
Oh. See what you did?
She's not even sorry, too. Not even sorry.
No, she doesn't even care. Doesn't even care. She's proud of it all, too. You can feel the gleeful smirk. Rate Leviathan's driving. Well, seeing how she doesn't drive in Formula 1, then we'll have to ask Monkey about that. Leviathan Honda is actually a co-worker of that main core there of Monkey, Helg, Clog, and Pork Chops. Leviathan just comes in here and tells us if we're muted or not on a week-to-week basis. You know what, I guess it's fair that she gave us an 8 to 3. I think the 3s are the time when I've got mad at her for not telling us when we're muted. I mean, who likes getting yelled at? But you know what, I think it's time for our catch-up on our sports scores around the world. Don't you think I'm correct there, my friend?
Yeah, let's do it.
So now, the day being March 11th, in the NHL, there's a good number of games here. Let me go to proper scores up here. Okay, so starting with the Jets dispatching, or sorry, the Maple Leafs dispatching the Winnipeg Jets 4-3 in overtime. The Panthers increased their record to 17-5-4, taking over the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-4 as well in overtime. Hurricanes dusting the Predators 5-1. Washington Capitals taking down the Philadelphia Flyers 5-3. New York Islanders taking it to the New Jersey Devils 5-3. The Sabres losing another game, dropping their record to 6-15-4, losing to the Penguins 5-2. The Bruins shut out the Rangers 4-0, and currently going on, just finished actually, is the Red Wings beating the Lightning 6-4, as well as going on in the second intermission, with the Blackhawks only having 8 shots on goal to the Dallas Stars 22 shots on goal. The Blackhawks are leading 4-0. So their goalie for the Stars have let up 1 out of every 2 shots, which is absolutely dreadful. And then in the Canadian division, we got the Calgary Flames leading the Montreal Canadiens 1-0. But on to the cricket scores, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, let's go into the cricket. So, Afghanistan are currently playing Zimbabwe in Abu Dhabi at the moment. Afghanistan actually broke their own record for the most runs they've ever made in one innings, one batting innings, with 545 runs, with one of their batsmen actually breaking their own country's record of most runs made by a single batsman in 200 runs not out. And in reply, Zimbabwe have none for 50. So a decent start there, but quite a long way to go.
As well as on this race, it looks like Jacko got the move done on Mystic early into turn 1, and it was actually Mystic who came back around turn 3 to get the job redone, to get the lead back.
Well, Jacko actually had to cut turn 2 because he had stuffed up the braking.
Oh, I didn't catch that. But I'm on with Jinnit here. Jinnit's right on the back of Cam, looking for an area to attack as he's on those fresh softs. So it might be right here. Looks to get alongside of him, but Cam defends and goes a little bit too deep into the turn. But Jinnit is still in 4th, and he's going to want to get these moves done real quick to make these softs work. Helg is actually looking to come at Ray in the slipstream. Ray's trying to break it. Helg just kind of does the Kimmy and goes dead straight. And it doesn't look like a move will be done there. But Honda asks, who do you guys think will take the crown in Midwest Division 1? Do you think Mystic can come back, or do you think Jacko can hold off?
I don't know, Mystic has been really quick on those harder tyres. He's just been all-round quick so far today. So, be interesting to see what happens, but I guess we'll just have to see. Both McLarens in a really good spot in 1st and 4th so far, and Ferrari have pretty much not capitalised on their initial good start. Starting in 1-2. Jacko now into P2 and Jay Chase out of this race.
Yeah, very true. The constructor for the day seemingly going to the McLarens after kind of getting into a little bit of trouble not sitting at time so late into the qualifying. And there we go. Jim's got a really good run out of 16. But it looks like Cam actually's got the better straight line speed there. Able to pull away even on those old hards. But Cam picks up a penalty. Jinnit also has one. Neither to Mystic or Jacko quite yet, as Mystic is slowly pulling away here. JC getting overtaken by Seaberry. Seaberry doing a lovely job going around the inside of the line there. And Honda, are you talking about the entire Constructor or Drivers' Championship, or just this race in general? Ooh, Nicky and Clog are battling it out, and Clog gets his elbows out a little bit. JC losing a couple positions to Yolmir as well as the Pork Chops as Pork finds himself into 13th. Season. Okay, he's asking for the season. So who do you think will take the season title there, Stat? Not just this race. Not to put you on the spot or anything.
You've really put me on the spot. I could not tell you. It's too close.
Yeah, honestly, I think you're right as well. It's
These races seem to be very back and forth between who wins and who's finishing in that top group.
Yeah, it really depends on the day here. It's all who can stay the most consistent from race to race, and it's too unpredictable at this point.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, I think that Midwest is really going to hit its stride in season 3. I think
100%.
I think the parity between all the drivers in Div 1 is going to be so tight. Speaking of, so Ray and Hell battling it out through that very tight chicane there. Hell getting right on the back of Ray here, looking to maybe dive in as he does get alongside. Going on to Ray here. There's a Haas of Scavney in there, with Ray actually losing out all those positions and drops down into 8th, and Scavney gets the overtake, with Ray being on some very old mediums. I think a podium for Jinnit is out of the cards here. Ray's into the pits, but I think it's just going to be, as it stands, the top 3 will be on the podium at the end of this race, barring any unforeseen situation. But we once again thank everyone that's tuning in on their Thursday night. Oh, was that did Clogmonger lose it? I think he did. Yeah, he's picking himself up after turn 1. I think he binned it somewhere around there. And into 15th he goes as he worked himself up into 10th, I believe, at one point there. So what'd you get? You were saying earlier that you had your first win, or is it your first podium here in Spain earlier on Assetto Corsa?
I had my first podium here a couple weeks ago.
There you go. As well as you just got your first
I
win,
won.
right?
Yeah, I just got my first win last week. So we're riding a high so far.
There you go. Oh, here we go.
This Cam
Jacko's...
looks dangerous here on Jacko. Pulls to the inside. Who's got the better braking? Jacko just seems to have it. He stays out in front for now. 13 laps to go here.
Oh yeah, I think Cam needs to just get a little bit more alongside Jacko. Jacko's just very, very good at defending. Probably one of the best defensive drivers in all of Midwest F1, so Cam's really got to make something work. Jinnit has just been stuck back and forth, even so, being on those softs. So now, if you're Jinnit, when do you just call it here and throw on a set of softs, or a set of mediums? Do you think he's going to try and go for another set of softs, or do you think it's more worth him to pit real quick and go on to mediums?
Oh, his Mamie actually is retired now as well. He's in the pits though.
Oh, so that's both Alfa Romeos out here.
That's tough because then he has to get past Random Series again, and potentially a lot of these cars.
So there we go. Cam has got the pass on Jacko for second place here. We'll see if he's going to be able to open up that gap here. But yeah, Honda is saying that Mystic's gone. He's out of this race. Like, there's going to be no contention from here on out. We'll have to see if Cam can maybe find some real pace. Was being slowed up by Jacko for a couple of laps there, so maybe he's got the speed to catch up to that McLaren. as well as Honda's given a call for a lap 23 pit onto mediums for Ginette. As our lead strategist with one of the Red Bulls in ZGS pitting. Or not, what am I saying? Pitting. He's picking himself back up. Oh, whoa! That was close. That was also close.
Mayamir's bot took over.
Okay, it finally brought him out. That's so stupid. Like, they retire in pit, and then they proceed to bring him out onto track to retire. Like, nearly 3 guys hit him.
I think because you go into the pits and then you retire, right? But in the pits, the game thinks you're doing a pit stop. So then it does the pit stop, and then because you've retired, it then has to go and retire.
Yeah, what's the proper time to do it?
You almost have to do it like in the last couple corners.
I think so as well.
Because I think if you pause the game, the car takes over anyway. Like the AI just takes over your car for a second.
Yes.
So I think in the last couple corners, if you retire then, and the game's quick enough on it, they'll either drive into the pit lane to retire, or they might retire at like the first corner or something.
So these front 4 have really separated themselves from the rest of the field here. Random Series is 4 seconds back, but he is on some very old mediums. Honda's calling for him to pit right now. That'd be Ginette to win it. Oh, he heard you. He heard you, Honda. Pork Chops, that wily veteran, finds himself into the top 10 here. We'll see where Ginette comes out. I don't think he's going to be happy with where he exits the pits lane, but it was the risk that he took, and it just unfortunately didn't pan out here. Mystic's holding Cam at bay at a 1.6 gap between them. Ginette is exiting the pit now. Seaberry and Pork Chops in a battle. Pork gets the pass on Seaberry as well, gets the pass on Ginette into turn 1. But Ginette fights back around. Ooh, a little bit of a contact between Seaberry and him. And a slight spin out from both drivers, but no DNFs. Ouch. Man, Ginette is so unlucky. Cam has actually worked himself nearly within a second of Mystic, so he's been absolutely moving here.
Moving and grooving.
I love saying that. Jin's got damage now, you say? Let's take a look. He does. He's got
damage.
Some front
Damage,
left
you say?
Wing. Front left wing damage. It's a very good spot, Honda. Pork Chops as well as into the pit. Let's see where he comes out here. As it stands right now, our hardest charger would be Scavney. Pork Chops was tied with him for a second, but with having to pit, he's going to drop down the order. So this is going to be, we're going to get a lot of new tracks in Formula 1 2021. Have they said that they're going to put the whole calendar in? I imagine that they will, with all the track changes.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool. You're getting a lot of new tracks here with a 22 race calendar, I believe it is this year, right? So
I think it's 23 now.
23, yeah, actually, yeah, I think you're right. 23 tracks.
Because they added Saudi Arabia as well.
Yeah, no Hanoi. as well as no China.
But they added Imola.
Portugal, what was that?
Yeah, and Saudi Arabia.
No, I'm really disappointed that they didn't keep Hockenheim in. I really like that track. But a VSC does slow down this progression that we had onto this race here. 25 laps deep into a 33 race total. The green light is back on, so the cars may proceed on their way. Cam is just outside a second here. Jacko has unfortunately fell outside of the pace, 2.5 between him and Cam. Looks like Joker and Cam are on a different level here today. Oh no, uh-oh. Hannah, don't look. But Nicky spun out and he's back down into 8th. He lets Seabury go by as he doesn't have the pace. How much damage does he have to that wing? Looks like he's going to let Hell go by as well. Maybe just trying to cool down those tires. And yeah, he's got some major damage to the front left wing, so he's going to have to pit. ZGS as well. Retires from session. The two Haas's are battling here. Scavney is going to go on the inside line. Or sorry, Yolmir is going to go on the inside line of Scavney. Cam has actually worked himself within DRS range now of Mystic. And a VSC is going to slow down that pace. I think Nicky
is retired on the last corner.
Where was he? So Jinnit actually goes to another set of softs. Oh, I think he crashed out.
Yeah, he did.
Oh. Hannah, go beat his ass.
Question him.
What went wrong?
We want answers.
We need answers.
We demand answers.
It's in the contract. So Scavney looks like he's got hardest charger locked up here. Fastest lap right now sits with Cam. It's at a 1:17.844. Jinnit hasn't had the opportunity to overtake that on some softs. Starting to get a little bit of a gray sky here, Stat.
Yeah, looking dangerous.
Dude.
I don't think there's enough time to make an impression on the last couple of laps, but...
No, if we get some heavy downfall rate, like, real quick, like, that might just change the whole race.
So we're talking about how Cam is right behind Mystic now, but we do remember that Cam does have a 3-second penalty. So not only is he still technically behind Jacko, but to win this race he needs to get past Joker and be ahead by 3 seconds by the end of this race. And he's only got about 6 laps to do so.
So it might be in his best interest to still try and overtake Joker, and maybe that gap between himself and Jacko will be a little bit bigger, having another car between the two of them.
Yes.
It looks like we're going to have another battle between the two Haas's here. Yolmir lines up the inside line, gets right alongside Scavney here. Is he going to get the move done? Looks like he got it clean through. Scavney's not going to want to battle his teammate ever too much, and he's just going to concede it. Actually, I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like he got a little bit of some sort of controller lag or something like that.
The Haas team, interesting enough, is now, I think, the constructor of the day as well. As Jinnit sets fastest lap.
There you go. So that actually... no. Is it in-game constructor of the day or our point structure constructor of the day?
In-game.
I think in-game. So how's it go? It goes 25, 18, 15, 10, 8?
No, that's not the right scoring system. I was talking about our scoring system still. Oh,
Yeah.
both ways it would.
Both ways it still go to them.
Well, does it? Hold on. Because we had 25, 18, 15, 12. No, I think technically under actual F1 rules,
so under
Mystic has yet scored them both, but
and as on our rules, Jinnit finishing 11th would get them enough points for them to still be constructors of the day as well.
okay.
Okay, so that mystery has been solved. Tune in next week. Will our heroes solve another mystery? Happy Thursdays. Ooh, Caesar. What's your drinking age again in Australia?
18.
Okay. Do you guys have Caesars there?
Caesars? Is that a type of drink, or are you talking about the restaurant?
Type of drink.
No, I haven't heard of Caesars.
Okay, so yeah, it's a mainly a Canadian thing. In the States they do what's called Bloody Marys.
Yeah, I've heard of a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, so Bloody Mary is gross. It's just tomato juice and vodka and a little bit of spice. So now Caesars are way better because they use Clamato instead of just tomato juice.
Okay.
And what Clamato is that it's tomato juice. Are you ready? Mixed with a little bit of clam juice.
Oh. What?
Dude, it's so good. You don't even know. So what you do, Honda, have you ever had a Caesar? You're Canadian. So what it is so how you make it is you get your ice, like a couple cubes of ice, you throw it in there, you put your vodka in, a shot or two, however much you want, in a tall glass, and then you put in a couple, you salt the rim first. You gotta salt the rim, okay? So
Salt
first,
the rim.
yeah, you salt the rim. What, Honda? No, come on, man. Caesars? Come on. Enough of that. So you salt the rim, right? You rim it in lime.
Yeah, good salty rim.
Exactly. Everyone needs a good salty rim. After
As Janet makes a pass on pork chop.
Janet moving up into the top 10 there. Both have penalties, and the difference between them is Janet actually has 6 and pork only
3
has
seconds
3.
more.
Root beer is where it's at. Oh my god, Honda, are you kidding me? Okay.
I reckon you just need a bit of Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, okay, Smirnoff Ice, good. So, yeah, salt the rim, okay, throw in the ice, alright, ice is in, you throw in your vodka, okay, whatever vodka, doesn't matter, and then you put in about 3, 4, 5 dabs of Worcestershire sauce, and then you put in about the same of Tabasco sauce, and then you put in a pickled bean or a pickled asparagus or even a strip of bacon, and then you fill the rest of it with Clamato, and then you put a side of lime if they want to squeeze it in. And dude,
how is this real?
It's so freaking good. You don't even know. Like, honest to God, if you ever come to Canada, you need to have a Caesar. Because, like, the way they do Caesars is they'll literally, like, put, like I said, pickled asparagus, pickled bean, like, bacon strips, like, cheese, like, oh, God, like, all in the skewer, in the drink, and then you just pull it out, and it's just fucking eat it. Oh, so good. So good. It's real.
I wanna send you Australian beer. Can we make that happen?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
No, don't say Foster's an Australian beer. Technically it is, but it's not something we drink.
Foster's? Never heard of it.
Foster's is like when people say, "Oh, go to Australia," there's like, "Oh, have a Foster's." It's like, no, we don't drink Foster's here, or at least in like Melbourne, Victoria, or whatever.
So now that 3-second penalty to to Cam is now real getting quite spicy here. There's a half a second gap on track is between Jacko and Cam. So Cam's really got to put the work in to try and get second place here, or else it's going to fall back to Jacko. But Jacko's done a fairly good job in these last couple of laps, kind of keeping pace with Cam. But I mean, I think we've had this conversation before. I mean, there's plenty of like kind of Canadian beers, and you've kind of told me some Australian beers. But I want to go to Australia one day because, like we were talking, I love Aussie. Aussie rules football is like entertaining as all heck. I want to watch
like Aussies.
Aussies, as well as I want to watch a cricket match. I really want to watch that as well. Oh, now this is getting real dicey here. As for a moment there, Cam did work that gap real close.
Oh, it's gonna be tight. It's 3 seconds. Bounce back. Oh, I reckon Jacko's just got it.
Yeah, Jacko's got it. Rode a half a second, so Cam does drop back into third. Looks like our hardest charger is going to be Scavney. There's actually no drivers were lapped here, but a battle between Random Sirius and Scavney might come down to the final turn here. Random's trying to get as close as he possibly can. Random getting himself back into 6th to finish off this race. I think that's where he's going to be standing, with Yulmir coming over 4th and Scavney coming over 5th. Actually, Scavney coming over 4th, Yulmir coming 5th with the penalties.
Ray, K-Dog, and Clog are all 1 lap down.
Oh, they were, okay.
It's just when you've got interval, it's just the gap to the car ahead of them. And now the rain falls.
Oh. We needed a couple. We needed that rain to come sooner. Great broadcast, guys. Much appreciated there, Honda. Thanks, my guy. But Mayomir, wow, worst race ever. Improvised with the setup, got a drive-through penalty and a 3-second penalty. Decided to retire and keep some dignity. Well, by doing so, Alfa Romeo unfortunately did not get any points on the evening. Daltonian wasn't able to get over the line as well, so no points for the Alphas, many points from the McLarens, as well as decent amount of points for the Ferraris, and good points for the Haas tonight. That might move the Haas up the order here in 5th. That should catch them up and possibly surpass the Renaults, as they're kind of in a battle for 4th. Ferrari has really separated themselves from the rest of the pack, as you can see there. Mystic Joker celebrating his win in the spring, his bottle of champagne onto Jacko.
Onto Jacko.
Man, where are you from? What's your city again? I can't remember. No, don't tell me.
You just have to give me a moment. I have been requested elsewhere. I will be back in a moment.
Okay. So while we wait for our good friend Static Hazard here, I'll quickly send in an interview request for these drivers here for Mystic.
And I'm back.
Oh, that was fast.
Have we run through?
No, you go do that. Do that right after.
So Mystic Joker takes the win here in Barcelona, with Jacko squeezing in to finish 2nd here. Cam in 3rd, Scavney 4th, Yolmir 5th, Random Series 6th, Hulk 7th, JC Blackley 8th, C Barry 9th, Jinnit 10th, Porkchops 11th, Ray 12th, K-Dog 13th, Clog 14th, and Nikki, ZGS, Mayomir, J Chase, Daltonian, and Kenny all DNFing here today. Just got in before the screen went.
Well done. Well done. Don't tell me where you're from. I know where you're from.
Okay, where am I from?
You're from Australia.
I am from Australia. Melbourne, Australia.
No,
to be exact.
no. I was pulling up a map of Australia. Yeah, Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, because I remembered Victoria.
Yes.
And it's because Melbourne's in Victoria. Wait, what's your favorite Aussie Rules football team again? Don't tell me. Football. Okay.
Football.
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 Are you a North Melbourne fan?
No.
No, you're not. Of course you're
No
not.
one's a North Melbourne fan.
No one's. You're just a Melbourne fan.
No.
No, because no one is. All those fans are stupid. You're a... of course... now, if we're splitting hairs here... Are we splitting hairs, Stat? I think we're splitting...
yeah.
I think we're splitting hairs. I think you're a... you're not... Of course you're not a North or just a normal Melbourne fan. Because that would make you an idiot, right? Like...
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Stupid. Because being a fan of those. Now, since you're not a fan of Damses, that means that you're a... shit. You're a Gold Coast fan.
That would be incorrect.
Yeah,
but
see,
I do have a Gold Coast jersey.
Yeah, see, that's why I leant towards that, just because I knew that. But no, with that being said, I just remember you having a jersey. That means that you're a Giants fan.
Fuck.
Did I get it?
Damn it.
Yeah, I got it. What is
Please
JW? What does
Found
JWS
me.
stand for? Oh, great.
J. JWS.
GWS. Great Western Sydney.
Greater Western Sydney.
Greater Western Sydney. We have our moments.
Yes.
Settle down.
What are you guys talking about?
Saint
The Greater
Kilda.
Western area.
Saint
Okay.
Kilda's getting smoked on Saturday.
That's also my second team, but no.
What?
That was the team I went for before GWS. And I still go for, because, like, that's my family.
Oh, it's Saint Kilda.
The rest of my family goes for St Kilda, so that's the other team I support.
See, I like being... Ow. I like being a black sheep. I like to go against the grain.
So who would you support then?
In Aussie Rules football?
Yes.
Oh, let me pull it back up here. See, now I'd probably want to go with West Coast because Gold Coast sounds cooler, so I'm going to go against the grain and go West Coast.
Yeah, because that's how it works.
Simply put. Am I right? Does Gold Coast have a bigger following?
No.
No? West Coast does?
Yes.
Oh, then I'm going for Gold Coast.
It's the biggest team in the West.
Yeah, see, definitely going for Gold Coast then. Because they got a cooler name, as well as they got a lesser following, so those are my people. I like how they don't really
still
have
waiting.
logos. Instead, they just got, like, lines and boxes.
What does?
On Google, like, all the teams' logos.
Hold on, what photo are you looking at? Can you send that to me?
It's just search up Aussie Rules football on Google. Like, over half the team don't have logos. They're all just lines and boxes. Like, that's it.
I've looked up Aussie Rules football's teams.
I just literally just looked up Aussie Rules football.
I don't know what you mean by lines and boxes.
Like the logos. That's just all they are. I don't know what you want me to tell you, man.
They're not just lines and boxes. What do you mean? That's the logo.
Is the lines and boxes?
Which teams look like lines and boxes? Tell me.
Collingwood, literally black and white. Bulldogs, literally blue, red, and white. Adelaide, literally the German flag stacked on top of each other.
Are you just looking at the colors, or do you see like the actual?
That's what it shows me, my guy. It's just lines and
This is
boxes.
very frustrating.
I don't know what you want me to tell you, dude. That's all I'm seeing.
Is Cam coming?
We are unsure.
Good question. That crash in the same. If you want to start it, I'll start harassing Cam.
Do I have to?
I just wanted to go eat some dinner. That's all, guys. No worries.
Yeah, okay. Well, get her done then. Get her done. I need to go make myself another drink.
I was gonna eat before, but wasn't ready. So I was like, well, just gonna race with my stomach hurting, you know.
Okay, I'll get us started.
That makes you quicker. Absolutely, it makes you quicker.
Lighter. You're lighter.
There you go.
So, yeah, Mystic. Hiya, mate. How you doing?
Apart from hungry, I'm doing okay. Doing okay.
Yeah, it's good. That's very nice, very nice. How do you think you raced today? You did well?
No, I did horrible, man.
Ah, that sucks. Better luck next week.
Nah, it was good. I was disappointed with my qualifying lap. I got like super distracted in sector 2 by like there was like 2 or 3 cars off track or something there, and I don't know.
Kenny.
Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I just completely messed up quality, but started P5, wasn't bad. I got a really good launch off the start, and yeah, it was just about trying to work towards getting past the Ferraris, which I knew it wasn't going to be easy considering this track is so difficult to overtake on.
Yeah, you made it look easy in the end, and you had Cam up your ass towards the end of it. So was it just about trying to keep him kind of out of that DRS as much as you could?
It was one of those things where like towards the end, yeah, his pace was definitely I would say a little bit stronger, but I would push throughout the lap when I needed to, just to kind of maintain like that, because it would like go anywhere from like 9/10 to like 1.3, 1.4, something like that, and so yeah, I was just trying to maintain the gap, so whenever he'd close on in, just try to open it back up a little bit. So yeah, it was it was a little tricky there, but yeah.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah. Well, congrats on your finish. So yeah, can't wait for next week.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Now you can go eat your dinner in peace.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Quickly.
What is for dinner? What is for dinner?
Oh yeah,
we can ask that.
Oh, lasagna. Man.
Oh, everyone loves a good pizza cake.
Pizza cake.
Some lasagna and some stuffed meatballs, actually.
Oh.
Oof.
What the?
Yeah, it's
How
pretty
did
good.
both in one
Hey.
meal?
Huh? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna eat the whole damn lasagna. It's gonna be a little piece of lasagna. A couple of stuffed meatballs. Damn. Hey, look, man, don't judge me. I haven't ate all day. All right, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm just saying, man. I'm like, no, I'm just saying that's an extravagant dinner having lasagna as well with stuffed meatballs. Usually it's just one.
Oh, well, sometimes you gotta
Por
treat
qué
yourself.
les dos?
Yeah, ¿por qué no los dos?
Enjoy.
Listen,
Alright, guys.
Mystic, can I offer you 5 of my points for a slice of the lasagna?
Yes.
Donations.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Yes. Send it across to Australia, I dare you.
Yeah.
Have it still be fresh.
It'll
right
be in
now
a shipping
myself, man.
container.
Not
Yeah.
cold. Not cold.
No, I'll make sure it's nice
No.
and warm still.
The
just
center's gonna
teleport
be
it to you.
cold no matter what. But quickly, your
Awesome.
shout out to Division 2 for the guys that podiumed in OP Magic as well as Hash and Cake Thomas. So well done to those 3.
But
Congrats, guys.
really quick, I just want to say good stuff to Jocko. It was a fun little battle. I knew he wasn't gonna make it easy, but yeah. Also appreciate. I believe it was that safety car restart, right? You overtook off track, but you kind of like slowed down. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, GG's. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys, I'm
GG.
gonna have to head out of here. I want to go eat, but
Enjoy.
yeah. Thank you.
Bye bye. We'll move on to our second place finish in Jacko. How are you, mate? How you doing?
A bit stressed, but yeah, good.
why are we stressed today? What are you stressing about?
There was a certain 3-second gap I was trying to stay within.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that Cam was a faster driver in practice than me, especially on the hard compound, so I thought it was not going to happen, but alas,
Yeah,
somehow it happened.
Just able to
that's
hold
fair
it
enough.
up. Well done.
Well done in the end, staying within the 3 seconds. So, other than that, how do you think your race went today?
From my perspective, it may look like, I lost the lead and I lost, second on track at least, but I think it was never really in my hands because I qualified on the soft and the preferred strategy is the mediums. I got bailed out by the safety cars so I could make that strategy work, but I was never in the best position. And I knew that, but I also knew that these drivers were a bit quicker than me. I was lacking some pace around this track, so I'm very happy to be. I was happy to be P3, but P2 is even better. I was considering making a pit stop, given that there was a big enough gap to come out on softs, still in P3. But I thought, just in case I can stay within 3 seconds, it's worth it to stay on track, and it was, fortunately for me.
Yeah, that's nice. Congrats on your finish in the end. Hopefully you can take the time now to calm yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch some TV with Dad, I think.
Still got the rest of the day here for us.
That's
it's only,
right.
It's only just ticked over to 3 p.m, so we've still got the whole day ahead of us.
And I just want to mention quickly, I'm not really sure what happened to my teammate Jay Chase, but that sounded very unfortunate. A collision with Nicky, I believe, so bad luck for those guys.
Yeah, we will be inquiring, me and Crash will be inquiring Hannah to release her statement on the Nicky situation.
Of course.
But quickly,
okay.
as well as I got Div 2 podium in JXW Gaming, Young DJ CJ, as well as AP7AR7 with the podium. So
Div 2 or Div 3?
Div 3.
Yes, you said Div 2.
Oh, sorry, I'm so stupid. I'm such a stupid idiot.
You have one job.
Okay, here, let me make up for Div 4 podium as well with TH91, Houdini, and RP Cameron, finishing 1, 2, 3. So congratulations to those drivers as well.
Jeez, like we need more cams.
I know, one's enough.
Anyway, congrats on the...
There's
yeah,
more of you.
There's a Cameron in Div 4.
What have you been doing? There's little Camerons running around.
I wasn't part of that.
Oh, no.
Anyway, congrats, Jacko, on the finish, and can't wait to see you next week.
Will we have next week, or is that a week?
Oh no, we do have. That is
break
a mistake
week.
on my part. Yes, we do have a break week.
One job.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
You have one job.
Well, your job is to inform me on that, Crash.
I did. There's literally video proof.
Damn it, he's got me. Anyway, we'll move on to our third place finish who liked to take his time getting into this interview thing. I don't know what's that. He might just not enjoy our company anymore. I don't know what it is. But
I think that's bullcrap.
I have bullet points and a list. It's actually in a spreadsheet of lists of excuses I have for being late. It's a very long list. It'll take a couple days to go through, but
he
at the end of the day, I'm here.
tire
So hey.
trying to get into the interview, he popped his tire. His car broke
Well,
down.
I had to put my hands in an ice bath. I had to save my hard data, my video. 'Cause I had to go through my storage because I'm full on my PS5 already. I don't know why. And then I need food and water because I was dying of dehydration and starvation. That's pretty significant, in staying alive and whatnot and racing.
Do you weigh yourself before and after races to completely immerse yourself in the experience? Or?
No, I would guess like 5 pounds maybe I would lose in the process. Just guess.
You should go see a doctor about that.
Why diet when you can just race for half an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Hey
Peter
Cam,
Patter.
how you doing?
Yeah.
You doing?
Yeah, good
You doing
interview. Yeah,
alright,
no,
Cam?
it's all good. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
my
you
hands
doing
are
alright?
better. I had physical
Yeah.
therapy today, actually, with my doctor,
Whoa.
with my fingers, because I got like trigger finger and my left hand middle finger, and so it like
Stay off
cracks
that
and like
Call of
gets
Duty.
stuck, and it's actually racing, man. It's the it's these paddle shifters, and just getting so intense, it's getting so involved in the race. I just overgrip, and I don't know what it is. I just after each race, my hands are just on fire, and I guess this long term, it's just they're failing. I don't know what to do. Maybe I just need to get them amputated, get some robotic fingers in there. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe you just have to switch over to automatic and be a noob for a while.
I'm sure the
I actually
missus would
did try
appreciate
that.
that.
It's the worst experience.
Anyway, how do you think your race today, Cam?
Uh, yeah, I had little spins. I got a penalty. Wasn't that great. Yeah, and then obviously Jacko was able to maintain that 3 second delta, which yeah was good on his part. I couldn't quite get enough. I couldn't stay in DRS range of Mystic. He pulled a good gap away from me, and then yeah, that penalty just kind of killed me in the end. It wasn't as much an eventful race as if you asked any of the midfielders. All those safety cars, I can only imagine what was going on behind me. Just so many safety, so many virtuals at least, and that one safety car. And yeah, I saw, oh man, Kenny. Oh yeah, that incident with Kenny, I saw that firsthand. That was crazy. Coming out of that super fast right-hander, that second DRS straight. And yeah, he just went right into that left-hand wall.
Were you able to
And
see
then after,
that? That was crazy.
that was crazy.
That
Yeah,
was
he went
such a
sideways.
cool crash. Like,
He
oh
went
my
like he flew into the air like it was a rocket. Like he hit
Yeah.
the wall, and then he took that wall, and then he made it like a Honolulu half pipe or something. He just lifted off from it. It's crazy.
Like, if the walls actually had any sort of give, there'd be a Kenny-sized wall, like, shape in that wall. He would have gone straight through it. I don't care how thick that thing would have been. Like, he hit that thing hard.
Like I think his D and F before he even made contact. That's how like insane. That's how
Yeah.
fast he was going into that
They
wall.
just clocked him up as soon as they saw him driving 90 degrees on the straight. They're like, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. That sucks. I'm really I was so early in the race too. So unfortunate to see that. But yeah, pretty wasn't too eventful other than that. Guinness was putting tons of pressure on me through the entire race until apparently he had an incident with Barry and she was coming out of the pit. Someone just got in pork chops. It was like a 3 wide on turn 1. Barry, my teammate Barry's told me a little bit about that, and that sounded like a very tricky situation. And
Yeah,
man,
it was
I don't
tough.
know.
It was tough for all
Yeah.
three of those drivers. But
Yeah, no dramas on my end though. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but congratulations on the podium, man. Hopefully we see you here quite a bit more by the end of the season. Enjoy your break week next week. Hopefully your hands will take lightly to those.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Now we move on to our 4th place finisher who was set to replace Cam, but Cam decided he actually wanted to show up. So we'll keep him around anyway because he is good company. Yomia, how are you, buddy? You doing alright?
Hello guys, how you doing?
Good, good. I think, can you just quickly check your settings just to make sure we're broadcasting your audio? Just because I don't think you've been in this party yet, so we just want to make sure.
Yeah, I did on the other league before.
Okay,
So-
awesome. How you doing, Yomi? You doing
Good,
alright?
good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, good, good. How do you think your race today?
I got lucky. Because I feel I got a nice pace, but the fastest guy got crashed, so I just got lucky. I got too much traffic when I decided to pit for the hards. I think we'll be good. Stop on that time, but I got double stack and then I got a 5 seconds penalty because I hit somebody. Supposed to be I hit somebody, but the person, I was too far to that person. But yeah, I wasted like 20 seconds on the pit. But what's really good, I got a little fight with my teammate for that 4th place. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, it was quite fun watching you and your teammate battle it out towards, I think, the back of the middle. I don't know, of like the rest of the race. It was a good little battle the two of you had for quite a while, and is quite entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it was. I think he let me pass before, like on lap 24 or something like that, because I see when Random stop, he puts off, and I see he leave me the inside of that on the first corner, and I try to take it, and then he closed me the door, and I say, oh, he not let me pass, so I have to push a little bit because Random can catch me, and that was close with Random too.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess it worked out in the end for the two of you. So that's all that matters, and a good points haul for Haas today.
Yeah, it's good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for stopping by. Can't wait to see you around again, hopefully. And yeah, have a good rest of your night or day or whatever time it is for you.
Say that again.
Have a
Yeah, I know
good
you.
rest of your day.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. You too. Have a good night, and
Yeah.
and thank you for the invite. I think it's my first time over here.
Yeah, I
I
think so,
enjoyed too
yeah.
much race over here. So have a good night.
Yeah,
I have to
definitely.
work. I have to wake up in like 5 6 hours. So see you.
Ah, yeah,
Jeez,
that'll
get
do
to
it.
bed, my guy.
Yep. Yeah,
Good night,
go.
y'all. Well done.
Go now. Bye,
Have a good
y'all.
night. Thank you, Jacko. You too. You too, guys.
Ooh.
Good.
Oh, and there we
Congratulations.
go. I'll take over the interview as Jacko's dogs say hi. But we'll quickly kind of go on to Scavney to finish it off here, man. Scavney, hardest charger for the day. How did your race go, and how did you feel that you were able to gain up so many positions through the tight passing of the Spanish Grand Prix in Barcelona?
Well, I mean, it was another terrible qualifying. That's something I really got to work on. And then I had a great start, but I got caught up in turn one, lap one, picked up some wing damage, came out in 19th place, and then from there it was all about just finding the gaps when they're available. You know, making out every single opportunity. I think I made a couple passes through some very tight spaces, but I also got very lucky with that safety car. Give me perfect time to put those hards on, but definitely impressed myself with some of those overtaking skills through there.
Yeah, it's a really difficult track to kind of pass on. The first DRS area is mainly where you can get the job done. And your teammate Yolmir did it on you. Did you concede the position, or did you kind of battle him out and then him just have the pace on you there?
Well, I knew we were both going to the end on our tires on the same strategy, so I was going to fight for every single position, and I knew I wasn't going to defend like crazy or anything because it's still a great points day for us. But I gave him the space, but I wasn't going to let him by easy. But eventually, at one point, he just had the pace on me, so decided it was time to back out and just take what we could get.
So now you and K-Dog racing in Division 1 together tonight. Do you guys do it in separate rooms? I imagine so. Are you guys side by side doing it?
Well, actually, I'm still in college right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think it would be a little hectic if we were side by side.
Yeah, that'd be funny. You'd be literally elbowing each other if you guys were getting into a battle.
Right, yeah.
Is she a fight?
They just grab each other's steering wheel. Like
Yeah,
in each corner, just
yeah.
yank it.
I was gonna ask, is K-Dog like that? Will she just like turn your steering wheel off to the side and run you into the wall if you guys are in a battle?
I don't think so. No.
No, that's funny.
I think that would be the last thing that happens in that relationship.
Okay, come on. Yeah, that's funny. That's cool that you guys have a relationship like that, and we're glad to have both you guys in here, though. But once again, congratulations on the hardest charger, and hopefully we can have you in soon enough. Someone say something?
What?
What? I heard someone. But okay, whatever. Screw it. All right, say your goodbyes there,
Okay.
Stat. We're about to get her going.
Yeah, another exciting race here in the Midwest F1 League. Of course, next week we will have that 1 week break, and we will be back for Crash. If you want to fill me in.
Thursday's actually be run by Div 2 next week, so we still got you guys covered. So be sure to tune in next week and check out our Div 2 commentators as well as the Div 2 drivers.
Awesome. So yeah, another great race. So can't wait for when we come back in 2 weeks.
Exactly that. So that is it for us here in Spain. Like I said, Division 2 is back here in the main channel in Russia, so Sochi. They're making up a race of one that was rescheduled from a couple weeks ago, so be sure to check out those racers. But we're not done yet for the racing week. We have, so Friday, tune in once again, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern for our multiplayer series. And of course, sorry for last night, as unfortunately there were some technical issues that we weren't able to get the stream going for that evening. So sorry about that, and hopefully we can make it up to you on a solid Friday night edition of the multiplayer series as well. But we will be back, of course, Wednesday in F2, and we will keep you up to date on what is to come there. But that is about it for us here on the Thursday night of the Midwest F1 League. Div 2 is in the books. Break week is coming up for these drivers, and like I said, once again, Division 2 is replacing that time slot, so check them out, as I will be doing so as well, and seeing what is into the future for some of the drivers that we have down in that division. Have a good rest of your Thursday. I have been Crash McQueen. My partner has been Static Hazard. We've been the Midwest F1 League, and we will see you tomorrow night.